The oil man might be a Texas icon, but Texas is the king of wind power. Wind turbine capacity tops 24,000 megawatts of electricity, 3 times more than any other state. In 2020, wind passed coal to become the state's second biggest source of power. Fans of renewables had grounds to cheer. Then came the February freeze, and news like this. Temperatures in the teens sent the Texas power grid into crisis mode, and 4 million households lost power. Conservatives like Fox News host Tucker Carlson pounced on the news.
So, unbeknownst to most people, the Green New Deal came to Texas. The power grid in the state became totally reliant on windmills. Then it got cold and the windmills broke, because that's what happens in the Green New Deal.
Hi, I'm John Greenberg with PolitiFact. It's time for a Truth-O-Meter Minute and a story about a rush to judgment. Carlson and a lot of others may have wanted to blame wind for all the problems in Texas, but it just wasn't so. Every number showed that the biggest problem was the collapse of the natural gas plants. Controls froze up. There wasn't enough gas getting to the plants. In 2 days, between Valentine's Day and when Carlson went on the air, wind power had fallen by about 4,000 megawatts. But natural gas-fired plants had fallen by 10,000, more than twice as much. And the coal-fired plants had also fallen short by about another 3,000 megawatts. And it wasn't as though these numbers were buried in some spreadsheet where we found them. The senior director of the agency that manages the Texas grid told reporters that natural gas plants were the main problem. During the winter, grid operators only count on wind for about 10% of the need for power. But Fox News was all in on blaming green energy. Their chyrons told the story. Green energy failure, Biden's big green disaster.
Joe Biden and Democrats better think twice about unleashing the Green New Deal on the whole country. Just take a look at what's happening in Texas.
The Green New Deal is a broad economic and environmental roadmap of liberal Democrats. Set aside that Texas wind power came long before it was ever written. Texas had problems because its power system wasn't built to handle very cold weather. And the state had been warned. A decade ago, another cold snap crippled the grid. A follow-up report offered a few basic precautions to avoid a repeat. A bill to force those changes failed at the State House. In the wake of this disaster, lawmakers are investigating. It was a systemic failure, and 7 board members of the agency that runs the grid have resigned. Time now for the rating. Carlson said Texas had a crisis because it was totally reliant on wind power. That's pants on fire. It's easy to jump to conclusions when there's chaos. It's worth taking a breath and checking what the numbers say. That's it for this Truth-O-Meter Minute. If you like your facts straight up, come to our website, PolitiFact.com. And while you're there, you can sign up for our weekly newsletter to stay on top of our latest work.